Guys, welcome back. Figuring it out, we're back. The gang is back again. First and foremost, for anything, pause, hit that like, comment, subscribe button, and the little bell for the notifications so you know.
There you go.
when we
You
got
already
episode
know.
Out.
Yeah. Also, if you can send £5 each. No, our enemies are after us.
Peter is down.
Peter's down.
There is
please,
blood.
guys.
Peter is down.
Yeah. Don't worry, you haven't seen it yet.
I watched.
You'll get the reference.
And I watched about.
Oh, you watched it?
30,
Okay,
40
say
minutes
that.
of it.
Say that.
But bro, I stopped because I got annoyed a little bit by it, man. Like the way he's got them roped. He's
I don't blame them for falling for it.
Let's not ruin it because I know certain man them in the back haven't seen it yet. Let's not spoil it.
Full amount. The full amount is wild. But imagine you're going on a first date and the guy's saying, "I'm gonna take you on a private jet."
That's fine.
Like he's built up a whole.
He
story
finessed
for you.
her
Yeah,
from
that's
Your
fine.
mind,
minute
you're thinking,
one.
Cool.
Yeah.
So also for a month, he's not asking you for nothing.
Yeah,
He's kind
yeah.
of gassing you, showing you this, showing you that.
Patient.
Nah, but
Then
the
he
telltale
says to
signs
you-
are there, man.
Where? What telltale signs?
What do you mean you're on a jet with a man's ex and the baby? The telltale signs
Yeah,
are
but
there.
that is nothing,
You should
bro.
already
Yeah,
know.
okay,
It
but
makes
no,
him
but
look
Sharp's
even
right
more
though.
up, bro.
Yeah.
I'm dragging you along and I've got this and I've got this.
I got
this guy's
business
got
to
bread.
attend to.
On top of
Yeah.
it, she's thinking now, if things go right between
Do you
me
want me
and
to be
my
real
man,
with you lot?
my life is set.
I
My
don't
family's
think
life is set.
that that scam would work on anyone who grew up in an ethnic household.
No,
100%.
Because we've been finessed from early, bro.
Hey, listen,
Mum, can I have a bike? Inshallah. That means
I'll tell
you ain't getting no bike. You
I'll
ain't
tell
getting
you
no
for
bike.
free,
We've been
ethnic
finessed
girl-
from early, bro.
a Somali girl, a Moroccan girl's getting that back in blood.
Bro,
Hey, let it be
They're
5 racks.
bro,
10
they're
racks,
saying,
you get
big
that
man,
back in
I
blood,
can't take
bro.
out a
They ain't
loan. My
selling no
credit score is dead. There's no loan to give you, big
Take
man.
out loan. What loan?
What loan, bro? My
They
credit score is
rejected me.
dead. Big man, give me a loan.
Yeah, well,
But Sharp's right though, bro. Like the minute you see the jet and he's
No, they got
he's
finesse. They
pampering
got
you for a
finesse.
month.
Yeah, they got finesse.
Bro, you're patterned. But
Yeah,
after
yeah.
a
It says to
while,
you, my family is involved in diamonds. So you already know
The
that that
Prince of
man
Diamonds.
is peak. I've got
Lord
enemies.
Diamond.
I've
Man had a
got
top
this
with
thing.
Prince.
They froze my accounts. They froze this. You're gonna start to believe certain lies.
No, I'm not. I swear to you, I'd
Wallahi,
like to think I would
I'm not
never
gonna-
believe that,
No,
bro.
You never know until you're in that situation.
Not 100, but bro, like
And
like
now
we
that this
said,
come out, I don't think anyone's ever gonna fall for that
no,
again.
but the thing is, yeah, all right, cool. You send a man one. I can't remember what the first amount she sent him.
Paid
was.
her back after that.
No,
No, he didn't. He didn't.
No, no, no,
After the
no,
first
no,
one,
Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it.
Well,
Don't ruin
life.
it. Don't ruin it though.
yeah, no spoilers, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll let them.
He patterned it after.
Okay.
No, he didn't.
Wallahi, he patterned it after the first one. Then he absolutely annihilated.
Yeah, he
No, you're right.
The
Wallahi, you're
initial
right.
one,
built
patterned
that
her
trust.
back.
He built the
He
trust.
built her trust.
Yeah.
He gave her a little bit more on top of it. So now you're thinking, wow, I borrowed him a
swear
little
that-
bit.
that
Nah,
check
that's
never went through.
another
Nah,
one,
I know what
bro.
you're talking about though.
The initial one, wallahi,
Hey,
gave it
let's
back
no
to her.
spoilers anyway. No
I don't wanna
spoilers. Let's
spoil
move
it.
on.
You're
Yeah.
talking about you're.
I know the one he's talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, yeah. You're actually right because
Yeah.
he basically softened
He
up to see
gassed
what
you.
she's on in it.
Regardless, man.
And he gave you a little bit more. So you're thinking, Bay's got me.
Yeah.
Yada, yada. She fully
Can't
fell
lie,
in love
though,
with the guy.
The last one, she was on smoke. You know, the one that.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he's
Yeah, let's
seen
not
that,
say
yeah.
anything. Let's not
Alright,
say
yeah,
anything.
leave
We'll
it.
start
I'm
off
gonna watch that
with-
tonight.
Yeah, please do.
Swindler. That's bad, but
Apart
I
from
know.
that was good. But how are you guys all doing? First and foremost.
I can't lie, this is way too early in the morning for me. bro.
Yeah,
I am
change?
right now.
I got one.
caffeinated
Yeah,
I'm caffeinated right now.
Bro, I'm,
bro, it's mad when you see Costa Cups and man drinking tea. That's ain't no way, mad early.
Yeah, bro.
I don't even class it like early to me. Like, cause my youth's awake from early, booting my head in, bro. Like,
No,
Oh, yeah,
it's just
mashallah.
it's too early to be doing this.
yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Cause we saw like obviously outside it's like a marketplace.
We've never seen that
So like,
before.
Never seen that.
never seen that. I don't think I've ever
daylight.
seen cars in the car park.
We haven't
Yeah.
seen daylight.
Well, we've not come here daylight. Yeah,
Don't come in
wallahi.
daylight.
So
That-
coming
that's-
here this time's mad.
Nah, it should be fun though, cause it's like it's different, innit? It's a different vibe. But I love morning to evening,
Yeah.
bro.
I'm not a morning person.
Yeah,
100%.
same.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh, 100. I won't even get into 100%. You know, morning.
I'm
What do you mean? I had to drag him out of his house.
Yeah, well,
How
I
though?
was
You-
done.
You,
I had to
you,
drag
you
him
had
out
an
of
early
the
night last night.
Yeah, but I stayed up to watch the UFC. I woke up. And
Yeah,
watched the
Israel
UFC.
Adesanya.
and Whittaker.
Did he win?
Adesanya won on points. Yeah.
Easy.
I was watching that, and then by the time I went to sleep, it was like 6 something.
What?
This guy, I saw 10 missed calls from.
Yeah,
West
but
side.
you knew what time we was recording,
I
so
did, well,
I
I'm
can't even
not
feel
gonna
bad
lie.
for you.
What's your thought process? You know we're doing this.
I can't feel bad for you. Yeah, you knew.
I'm
Selfish.
couldn't sleep. Don't do that. I'm not selfish. I just couldn't sleep, bro. So by the time that finished, and then
I couldn't sleep, bro.
yeah, I was like, I'm done.
I said I couldn't
I was
sleep.
about to pull a sickie. I can't lie. But Westside came into my house. If Westside never came into
Bro,
my house,
legit,
I would pull a sickie.
I knocked on his door.
But I
went
need to-
into the house.
He came into my yard, bro.
I told him in the back. I said to him like, we came together, and I said, bro, I think like West has to pull up in the yard, and he said like, yeah, West has to go into the yard. That's
Yeah, I weren't
100%.
gonna come on.
100%.
I would've-
But
I was-
even if you had 8 hours sleep, it'd be the same thing though.
Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
not a
yeah,
morning person.
morning in
Yeah,
general,
yeah,
you're not
yeah.
really
It
like
takes
that,
me a
bro.
while. Even when I at work and that, it takes me a while before I start talking to people.
Even that Sunday,
I need
we
to
had
have
like them Sunday league games for like 2 games, like back to back.
I can't play
weeks.
football more
Bro,
in the
you
morning.
slept for the whole. You didn't go out nothing.
I can't do
This
it.
guy's finished.
I can't do it.
Finish.
Wallah. I'll wake up in the second half, but then the game could be decided. I'm not on it.
Nah, that's
I
cool.
can't take
Izzy,
it.
how you?
That's bad.
Alhamdulillah, I'm alright, bro. I got violated the other day, but we move, innit?
What?
It was the funniest thing that happened. It was a violation, but I was busting up.
That's that
I
got
know, I
violated.
got violated. You lot are gonna bust up because you man don't even know yet. The other day, yeah, I must have been out in it. So I'm walking back to my car, yeah. There's a group of girls, I think like 3 or 4, yeah. As I'm walking past, all I hear is, they say this is a big rich town.
I just come from the forest park.
I didn't clock. So I'm walking. As I got to my car, you know when your mind replays it?
Yeah.
I started busting up because obviously I realized what she knows who she is, yeah. Bro, I started busting up. But you know when you're busting up, you think, I got violated.
Yeah.
Bro, I just opened the
But you know
car,
what's
bro. I
mad?
just drove off.
I'm surprised at how late like people have
clock-
started to clock here.
Do you know what it is? I'm going to be real. I never really... Do you remember when
when
you
you
started
got-
saying it to man?
I was saying this how long
From
ago?
early. And when he was saying it, I was like, bro, like, there's only one thing we got in common, innit? The skin shade.
Yeah.
But then after, you know, like strangers are saying it, then you're thinking, all right, maybe there is.
Maybe
Something
there is
to it.
something here.
So like,
Yeah.
I'm not convinced, but at the same time, when
It's
too many
weird.
people have said it for it
Yeah.
not to be, but yeah, no, she violated me. But other than that, I'm all right. I'm good. Other than that,
Minus that violation.
minus that
What's
violation.
the other one? What's the other one? They said you sound like someone.
The comments.
Yeah, on the comments. Someone, who was it?
It sounds like
This-
a white Stormzy.
This one, I have no idea.
That threw me. I can't lie.
Bro, I've never heard that
Tell
in my
my man,
life.
shut up.
Shout out to Stormzy, even though we don't know him, bro. Like, I don't. Yeah, that's a new one. That's a new one.
That
That's
one
a,
threw me off.
that one, I
can't
don't know where he got that from.
lie. Nah,
That's a new one, bro. I don't know. I don't know what he was smoking with.
Oh, bro.
But other than that, alhamdulillah, all good, bro.
Alhamdulillah.
No, that's all right. That's good to hear, bro. Morning
You
show.
forgot to ask Westside, bro.
Well, I was waiting. I
got you, bro. You're my guy.
I feel like you answered
You
it.
know who looked down
You're
at his
my
phone?
guy.
He was
You're
gonna-
my guy, bro. I
Yeah.
got you.
Nah, sorry. I was
You know
gonna
what? Ask
answer it
Westside.
anyway.
So
That's not the first time that's happened, though. You know that.
you done it to me last time, but it's okay.
And you backed him
Clearly,
in.
you know where we stand right now, innit, bro? 1 point.
All right.
100%.
Evs, my
Spin off
brother.
coming.
Always.
My guy.
I don't care about him.
My brother. Love. Literally,
I care about how you're
spin-off.
doing.
My brother, love.
I don't care what how
If
short.
they
personal
get
jokes.
invited, I can't lie.
What's that?
Me and Westside gonna do a
I'm
spin-off.
gonna do a spin off.
Spin off, yes. Well, can I be the first guest?
I'll get you.
My guy. Sorry, bro.
Everyone's not invited.
Sorry, bro.
I see enough for shop. I'm alright. I'm alright. Listen, we're waiting for you, bro.
Oh, you wait
The
for
man
me?
started touching his phone.
No.
We highlighted. We didn't ask you, so you're here now, bro.
Me, I'm all good. I can't lie, man. I've just had like a bit of a busy week at work. Been off the previous week. Other than that, nothing special, man.
Family well, kids.
Family, kids, all good,
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
It's half term, I think.
Tomorrow, Monday.
Oh, that's a busy period, isn't it?
Oh, for them lot, it's different.
For my kids, they don't live in London in it, so they're a week behind. So
But I'm saying for you, that's a busy period, isn't it?
Oh,
You
that's
what,
got to
does
keep them,
everyone
yeah.
go by the same time?
No. So a week. Some.
I thought the whole of UK went by
No,
the
even
same
in
time.
London.
It's a week
Even
either
in
side,
London,
innit?
Some schools are 1 week apart from others.
Oh.
Different high schools have different times.
but
Well,
yeah,
I
that's
thought
gonna
it
be a
was,
busy week. I've
for
got
you,
some
yeah.
stuff planned for them.
Yeah.
So I was actually FaceTiming my daughter this morning, innit, before she went to Duxi Quran classes. She was like,
MashaAllah.
oh, can we go swimming as well? I was like,
Bless her.
yeah, just make sure you pack your swimwear, innit. So yeah, I've got a few things planned for them.
Can
So,
daddy swim?
I can't swim.
Are you gonna?
I can't even float, bro.
Now get the arm thing. What's that? Where those pads? Those arm things, the
I
floats.
need-
I'm meant to be their
that, bro.
No,
protector.
it's gonna be like, Dad, come on. It's gonna be like, nah, I'll watch you.
this
Like,
one out, yeah.
you don't go.
The bigger question I got for you, man, as well.
Go on.
14th. What you man doing?
I'm working a late shift.
Yeah, well,
I'm actually working a late shift, bro.
when's the 14th Monday? I'm off.
I don't know, but I'm working.
It's tomorrow. Something like, yeah, well, I'm off.
I
I'm working.
don't try that, bro.
I don't know what that is still.
And the man said, "What's 14th?"
Coming.
Well, it's
Nah, obviously, man know what it is, but yeah.
Man, like, he knows what it
any
is,
day,
bro.
bro. It's any day, innit? It's a
I don't
Monday.
celebrate that, fam.
I can't lie, bro. I fight that with my wife. Like, if she tries to even mention, I say, haram. I don't do Valentine's.
Yeah.
Haram
I did,
police.
even if it's not haram, I would never.
Yeah, it's just something that
it's
we
not,
just,
it's forced,
we don't.
bro.
Yeah, it's
I
not
don't really
that
like
deep.
doing stuff because the day told you to do it. Like, oh, it's Valentine's, so let's go out.
That's like Mother's
Personally,
Day, Father's Day.
I don't-
That
Yeah,
type
find
of shit.
it
All that
cheesy.
pisses me off.
Yeah, I find it cheesy.
Why am I
But-
gonna celebrate you for one specific day? I'm gonna say if I
And
really
also
care about
told
you,
when
it's
to celebrate you.
yeah.
I don't like
Yeah.
it.
Fun that, fam.
There's nothing wrong
I
with
wanna
like going to a
celebrate you every
motive that has a Valentine's motive. Like let's say the restaurant has like, I don't know,
Themed.
a themed kind of thing.
Yeah.
So we know where you're going tomorrow then, yeah?
Oh, tomorrow. I ain't going nowhere.
I thought you were going to a restaurant.
got a theme?
No, I said if people do it. I'm not on Valentine's, bro. I don't do nothing on Valentine's at all, bro.
That's all.
At all, bro. I don't. Like, I try to treat every day as normal, innit?
That's
Every day is
should.
Valentine's Day.
Yeah, bro. That's the answer I give.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
It's been
That
like,
saves you.
That's
bro.
it.
It's been 5 years
Disclaimer.
of fight. Like 5 years next month is fighting, bro. Fighting this Valentine's Day thing.
Yeah.
All
I
it,
don't
all
know.
it,
I just don't.
all
I
it takes
just-
is one advert to come on about it with like Cupid flying around hitting people with arrows.
So you've never bought flowers for anyone on Valentine's Day?
No, never in my life.
What about you?
I did when I was a kid, yeah.
Oh, stuff. I bought my wife flowers.
It weren't flowers,
I
we
bought my
did a
wife
card.
flowers.
On Valentine's Day?
So
you just contradicted
Card of
yourself.
Maltesers,
No, I
man.
think no, only because I was working in the shop. Like, I was working that day. My last day of work, innit? I had 2 days off. That's the only reason. And I happened to be Valentine's.
What about you?
His one was called the Maltesers. You
I was
think?
a card of Maltesers.
You forget it.
But I was in year
That's
7.
different.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
I haven't.
we're
No, I
taking
haven't.
it
You know,
back.
I bought a girl flowers, but not on Valentine's Day. Just on a normal. I think it was a birthday. To be fair.
Have you been given a gift?
Nah, never, boy.
Valentine's Day, no.
Yeah.
I'm not really.
I was given a
I
gift.
don't answer my phone.
Send us £5.
on
Peter's
Valentine's
down.
You know, I'm an awkward person in it. With like,
Yeah.
I make little things like for no reason in it. When she gave it to me, it's like 18, 19. I start wilding out. So what the fuck you do?
Why? This guy's not serious, bro. Why would you batter up?
Day. You bad up a girl that got you a gift.
No, because she did it in front of no, because she done it in front of people, like people that
Oh,
know it, yeah.
okay.
And
drew you out.
there's nothing there in it. There's no like I don't.
Oh, you look like going out?
Nah,
Oh, okay.
it was just awkward in it. Like
Yeah.
That's a draw.
yeah, you get what I'm saying? It's a bit awkward, bro. So like I was fuming because now
I would have paid to
no,
have
because
seen
now
that
she's
one.
because now she's painting that narrative of like this guy.
We're a thing.
If he doesn't follow through with this, he's an arsehole. Everyone's gonna believe it now.
Yeah.
And obviously it worked out because I am an arsehole. But like, bro,
Yeah,
it
goddamn,
was a
man.
set up in it. But yeah,
You're
now
a great alley-oop, wallah.
that was,
that's
I was
mad.
awkward with that. But now that's cool to hear. Obviously, no plans
No.
officially, but it's cool. I'll call you man tomorrow and see what go on.
I'll be-
But
I'll
what
be
I was
at
gonna
home.
get into, we were talking about obviously just discussing topics and like sieving through them. The one we were speaking about that really hit me was perception over reality. Is you mentioned that. Talk to me a little bit more about that in terms of what you, because I had a different
Yeah.
view to what you said, but I want to hear what you said
Yeah.
as well in terms of what you meant by that.
So what I meant, I was thinking like, you know, there's a lot of people in this day and age that care more about their image on how others view them than how they really feel and think inside.
Ooh, yeah.
That's how so like I was given when I gave you boys like a example, it was like what's happening with the Kurt Zuma situation. Situation. So obviously people are calling for it, like for him to get sacked, lose his job, his livelihood, all of that, saying that what he done was worse than racism.
You said that, innit, Sharp? You said that was.
That's what
a
people are
player
saying.
innit?
Oh, an X. Yeah.
Ex-pro.
I thought you were saying what?
No.
I said, bro, what?
Off camera, no, apologies.
Don't kill me.
No, off camera, you mentioned someone saying
Yeah,
that.
one,
yeah.
an ex, I think it was a Liverpool goalkeeper.
Chris
Chris
Kirkland.
Kirkland said
Yeah,
that,
so
It was dead keeper anyway.
yeah, and then
It was shocking.
you're thinking like, first of all, what Zuma done was mad because obviously like
Yeah.
I like animals, so obviously to me it's like, oh man,
You got
like,
a cat as well.
Yeah, I do. 18 years, but anyway,
What's the cat's name?
honey. But no banks. But you can't compare the two. Like,
Facts.
bro, it's night and day, which is worse, and obviously racism is way worse. But the fact that they're like these are the same people that were probably standing up and saying Black Lives Matter and all these things when it was time to, just because it was a trend, it was like a bandwagon to follow.
Yeah.
But when it really comes to showing support, they're straight onto him and they're using that card to try and bring him down. And it's just like, again, it seems to me that they care more about, oh, look, I care about social injustice then, but when it really matters, you don't really
Is
care.
that-
You're trying to make a man lose his job over something that's not that deep.
Is that woke culture, innit?
That what, sorry?
The woke culture. Like
Yeah,
being
yeah,
woke.
yeah,
So like
yeah.
people that are woke per se will follow fashions and trends of like, you know, campaigns, Black Lives Matter, you know, animal, what's is it RCPC?
RSP,
Animal rights.
I was
whatever
going
they're
to
called,
say
innit?
RESPECT, stuff like that.
You're gonna start breaking out into stuff.
RSPCA.
Yeah, people that say like I'm part of that, or you know, like people will say I'm a feminist, for example, and not really know what that means. But
Yeah, it's
because
just a trend,
fashionable to
yeah,
say it,
it's a trend
I'm
to
a
say.
sapiosexual. Like I love intelligence. Like people that say these things to say it, bro.
Yeah,
and that
buzzwords.
consumer thing It's like the cap. It was gruesome to watch. And
He's an idiot.
He's an idiot, 100%.
It's
And
sad
like-
to watch how easy he done it.
Yeah, and
You know
like
what I'm trying
you
to say?
said,
I'm not a cat lover, but I wouldn't hurt anything, bro.
Yeah.
There's no need to do what he done.
Yeah.
Like
But
it wasn't banter. It wasn't like just there's no
It's
need.
definitely
What was he
it's
doing,
tinged by racism though. Like if we're gonna be real and honest about it, it's like a lot of the fuel behind that.
To get him fired.
Yeah, it's a lot of racism.
Yeah, of
involved,
course.
And they're like, let's not hide behind
Because
that.
look,
Do you get
people
it?
have done worse that are obviously not black.
Yeah,
The Suarez situation,
yeah.
way worse.
They had kits out. They had kits
no one
out.
once said Suarez should lose his job. Not once did it ever
Jamie
come up.
Carragher spat at a child. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, yeah.
No one once
when
said
the
he should
dad-
lose his job.
Spat at someone.
Yeah,
and
the
left
dad's
and
driving in the
daughter.
motorway with his daughter,
Yeah.
and he said he's bantering back and forth.
Yeah.
Like,
Harry
violent.
Maguire punched the police officer.
What did Sky Sports do? They
Slightly, though,
suspend-
that's calm.
They suspended him for
My birthday.
a month or so, and then he was back.
No, but bro, no, all these things.
It's just picking
I'm
and
sure we
choosing.
can all agree are worse. Not once was there mention of these men should lose their jobs.
Nah.
All of a sudden,
The
we should
man's
lose
paid a
it.
fine, everything.
Bro.
I think it's
paid
500,000.
250,000,
Yeah, bro, people-
That's the most
People-
I think anyone's paid for. Like,
As a fine.
And what did Suarez get? Because Suarez, for people that don't know, he racially abused Patrice Evra.
Yeah.
Called him like the N word or
Yeah,
something
yeah,
in
yeah.
his language. That's why there was contradiction. With
Yeah, and he tried to say that's
the
his-
players had like a kit
In support of him.
In support of him.
Yeah.
Like bear in mind, forget if he's right or wrong. The fact that there's been racial allegations.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
And
you man now, if you man got
They
caught
came
doing
out
something
after,
mad-
they came out after saying, what we done was wrong about wearing the t-shirts.
Yeah,
I've seen
yeah,
interviews, but it doesn't matter. Like, that's hindsight. Hindsight is a beautiful thing, innit? Like, it's in the moment. It's in the moment that you lot...
You should only think about hindsight in general when it's something small. But something like that, you've had a campaign, you've built a whole campaign about it. You've built a whole. There's people that probably got recruited just to do that.
Yeah,
shirt.
yeah.
It's not like a little mistake. Like when Manda said something live. Oh, like I said it live.
But that's what I'm saying. It's how they want to be seen
Yeah.
is kick racism out, da-da-da. But then when it really mattered, their true
They
colours
really
showed.
want to kick it out.
No, but that's what I'm saying. When it really mattered, when they could have said, you know what, we're going to stand by what we believe, what you done was mad and get rid of Suarez, they didn't do that. So
I love David Moyes though. David Moyes is fully like he's come out and said I
picking
don't
him,
agree
everything.
with whatever he's did. He said, but I'm playing him.
Yeah.
He said I've got a job to do here, and he plays for my team. I'm going to continue to pick him.
Yeah,
Still
yeah, I
not-
rate him.
I'm
yeah,
not
yeah,
falling in for whatever you say. I'm going to carry
yeah.
on picking him.
And like we all said, you can't excuse it because it's just stupid.
It's an idiot.
But bro, there's levels. Like, and that's not nowhere near as bad as what happens to other players getting racially abused, and nothing ever happens to them. Like, you don't ever hear them losing their jobs or even asked to lose their jobs. I think he already paid a 250,000
That's
fine.
what the club fined him. He still has to wait for the FA to fine
But
him.
he's lost
Okay.
his Adidas sponsorship deal.
Yeah, he's lost his- yeah,
brother
yeah.
who recorded it got suspended as well.
His brother
And
got
like-
Yeah, his brother, yeah, because
his
he's the one
brother,
that
he's
yeah,
League One,
yeah.
League Two,
West
but-
Ham lost their sponsorship with another.
'Cause of that?
The sleeve,
Yeah,
the
they
sleeve
lost
one. I think it's
another-
like the gambling one, or one of their main sponsors, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's just like,
Vitality, yeah.
Vitality Water.
Vitality.
and it's just like, would they be going this hard if that exact scenario happened, but it was a white guy? Would they be going this hard? I don't know. I doubt
It's
it as well.
debatable.
I doubt it as well. I
I
don't.
doubt it.
Until it
It's
happens, we don't know.
Yeah.
However, I doubt it. Like, my opinion is, I don't think they would.
I don't think so.
I think they'll make an example out of him, i.e., fine him, drop him for a few games, and then that's it, bro. It's water under the bridge.
No, but
Like-
back to that point you were saying though, because I want to really hit that, bro. People following a trend. Like, how do you guys feel about that when people like are pro cancelling? Like, for example, like something that personally I didn't like was Justice for Shukri. There was campaigns in London about it. A lot of people that I know that went there, or know of that went there, like they weren't people that per se knew anything about it, but it was just a vibe. It was a motive.
Yeah.
And there's not. I'm happy that people go there to support that, but we should, as like for Somali specifically, because it's one of our own.
Yeah.
We should be researching what happened, how it happened, is it right, is it wrong, all of that in detail before we just go there as the vibe. And I think with the cancel culture or with people pushing for people to be cancelled, it comes from a fear of their own identity and their own insecurities, not knowing who they are. And today in society now, you can live in that bubble of not being who you really are, and on social media or how people perceive you, you can be something you're really not.
Yeah.
So these people are pushing for, like, you know, saying Black Lives Matter, all that stuff there, but like racist as hell or sexist as hell, or people that were cancelling Mason Greenwood quite rightfully because obviously the allegations he has.
Yeah, what he done
are
was a madness
They're
as
probably
well.
on the same issue that he's on, but they're pushing like, yeah, man, that's wrong. Cancel that guy. Take him off the night thing of Man United. But it's just as bad. Like, how do you, man, feel about that? Seeing people not really being who they are, but online
It's
they
just a
are.
fake world, isn't it?
It allows you, yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that.
it's a
Like,
fake
allows
world,
you to
yeah.
fake. Everyone could be whoever the hell. they
Cold world, fake world, isn't it? Yeah.
When did it change that though? When did that start to become a thing?
Since
Because I feel
You
like
know what's
maybe-
crazy though?
Yeah.
No, go on, Wes.
since social media came in, I think a lot of people act different online than they are in real life.
But social
Yeah,
media's been
facts.
around since like early 2000s.
Yeah, but
It grew, but I'm saying, well, I want to ask you, like, pinpoint, when do you think that change happened? Like, I have my own answer for that, but I want to hear from you guys. When do you think that change went from like it being so predominant to where now you can lose your job over a tweet, you can get cancelled over a tweet from 10 years ago? Do you get what I'm trying to? When did that become so like it became a social currency? Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's as big as money,
Yeah.
as impactful as money. Sorry.
I don't know the exact time.
Or when do you feel like it happened? Did you notice it for yourself? I'm saying.
I don't know. Really.
To be honest, is it one of them things? Do we only know because now we're seeing it because of social media? Like, i.e., was it happening? It's just because it wasn't accessible.
I don't think it was happening in the times
don't
of
think
like
so.
That's what I'm-
Facebook and MySpace.
Okay.
I'm not
I think
sure
it's
my
more
age, but,
Instagram
like,
time.
but them times, I think it's more of recent. Maybe the
Instagram
past-
and Twitter, innit?
yeah,
Like, generation.
8 years.
I feel like that changed. You know, when
7
people went
years.
from private profiles, like it was weird. Like I remember Twitter, everyone had a private profile, and if you had a public profile, it was like a bit
was weird.
Like if it was a girl, for example, you'd think she's more on it. Like that's a
perception.
17-year-old's mentality in the head. You get like, or like if the guy's on it, he's on bait. You like, but in general, everyone like you only showed it to who you wanted to.
Yeah, yeah.
Then there's a change where everyone's public now. If you're private, it's a little bit like,
You're the weird one.
Everyone's public.
man on, bro. What?
No, yeah, as soon,
I knew
as soon-
when you giggled, I remember.
as soon as he said it, in my head I was thinking,
is
I'm
public.
the only one here that's got open Instagram.
Yeah, but you're one. Okay, but
Everyone else
I'll
is
defend you
private.
though. You don't use
I'm like,
Instagram
fuck.
like that though. You're not even on Instagram like that anyhow. Like you don't use it. You're not a regular social user of posting pictures.
To be
like
fair,
that.
when I met you, you didn't even have it.
I didn't know.
Yeah, but you had it prior to that, innit?
Prior to
And then
You
that,
went
I
years
got
without
my
having
name
it, though.
off
Was it
I
Twitter
went
you
a
didn't
while
have?
back, Yeah,
For years, like-
I've never had Twitter.
What was it
Yeah,
you didn't
same.
have?
I just don't understand Twitter.
What was it? Was it Instagram you didn't have for like years? Like back in the day.
I had Instagram and then I came off Instagram for a while and then I like came back onto it like 2 years ago, or a year and a half ago, I think.
Yeah, but
I've
I think
never
that's
had
the
Twitter.
change though. I think
Twitter,
that's
I
the change.
don't.
When that happened and people were like saw each other, that's when everything became more like, it felt like things were more real or were happening all the time. And I think because of that public profile and people seeing you're keeping up appearances, so now people are starting to like change the perception of themselves. So now they look
Yeah,
richer
yeah.
than what they are, cooler than what they are, sexier than what they are.
And like you
there's a lot
said,
of changes.
it's literally just to keep up appearances because they know what's the buzzwords and what's like happening. I don't want to be an outcast, so let me just roll with it, even if they don't believe it in their heart.
Stay relevant.
Let me
need to stay relevant
let me
as
stay
well,
relevant, and
yeah.
also let me be on the right side of history. I think that's how they see it. They don't want to be on the wrong side of history because people,
sense?
like, in
Oh,
sense
you mean
of,
by
like,
backing these?
yeah, like for example, BLM. Like
Yeah.
if you're not actively coming out and saying, "Nah, I support it,"
Yeah.
then you're on the other side, like which is the wrong side. Like you like what you want. But
But you know what? I think that's a downfall of like I feel like people don't have like principles or something that they hold
Morals.
firm,
Yeah.
morals,
Yeah.
principles,
Foundation or
something that they
something. Yeah.
stand by.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When you're free, bro, you can dive into whatever the hell you want. You go tap into there, then you tap into there. But if you have certain
just move
principles,
like the
certain
ocean.
morals, what you believe in, you
don't
support.
bend the fold.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
do
yeah.
not bend, you do not fold.
Yeah.
You support it all the way 100. But a lot of people out here, they don't have nothing.
do you know?
So they're just picking and choosing. One week, I'm going to support this.
Yeah.
The other week, I'm going to support that.
They're
so
contradicting
what
themselves
you gonna,
every week.
what
Do you know
gonna
how
like?
I like can really like judge from a person's character? Yeah, is when they what these do publicly when there's no cameras around, when no one's watching. That's when you know, okay, this person's real about it. Like if someone, like you could be at work having a conversation, just you two in the room. If they say something that goes against your belief and you say, nah, that's wrong. Don't, like if it's a a race, anything. That's when you know, okay, that
stands by
person
something.
stands by
He
something.
lives by something.
But bro, when there's 1,000 people doing it and then you're seeing it and then you're like, yeah, I'm with that, but you're not, you know what I mean?
you're
Like,
really not.
That's the difference, bro. I think when you're able to do something when there's no one watching, that's when I feel like, yeah, you're doing it for the right intentions.
Yeah,
Your character is who you are when no one's around you. Bro.
Yeah, that's
go
what I'm
more into
saying.
that though, Sharp man. Like, go more into the character side of it because that's big, bro. Like the idea of the lack of character people have now, and it's not a young thing; it's just a generational thing. Like, what do you see about that, like in terms of character, bro?
I think everyone's different, and again, like you were saying in regards to like, I feel like people just want to do things just to be relevant, but like, character is who you are when nobody's watching you. That determines who you are. You can't pick and choose when you want to stand for something. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
pick and choose when you want to do something.
It's
If you're not doing
yeah.
certain things behind closed doors, like Izzy said, if you're not standing for certain things when you're by yourself or not around no one or when there's no camera on you, that's not your real character. You're an
Yeah.
actor.
Let me pause you there for a second. I want to ask you guys a question, innit? You said your character is what you are when no one's watching you.
Yeah.
But if you're always on social media and you're always on
Everyone's
YouTube
watching.
and you're always being watched, is that your character?
No.
Nah, it's deeper than that, bro. It's got nothing to do with the character. It's behind.
Just tell me why. No, because what you said, I agree
Who
with.
you're in
That's
and
why
around personally. Forget
Yeah.
cameras. Forget your phone. Forget what you're posting.
Yeah.
It's who you are when like.
the doors are closed.
Yeah, when the
in a
doors are
sense.
closed, it's who you are.
But if you're all, but what I'm trying to say is because now there's a movement of like, you know, perception reality is like is mixed a bit more now because of like internet. Naturally, because of technology in it, yeah. How much of it they're showing is really who they want to be? Like how much of it is really their character? Are the cameras just exposing who they really are, or are they faking it to make it?
I still think people are faking it. You can't. You're. I'm gonna stick with what I.
Yeah, I agree with Sharp, to be
don't
honest.
I'm just asking.
No, I know what you're saying. It's a valid question, but I agree with Sharp,
yeah.
bro. If
I believe
characters who you
I adhere to that as well. I adhere to the idea of what you are like. Is that there's three faces in it, like the face you show your family, your friends, the face you show the world, and the one that you sleep with that no one else sees. That's the truest of all three faces, like a Chinese proverb. So I agree with that. But if social media is so prevalent now, if the internet's so prevalent now, and you spend majority of your life on it, and now you have the metaverse coming on where you can spend a lot of your life on VR, if you ever get to that,
even
right?
scarier, bro.
At what
Yeah.
point is your character what you really are or what you're showing? It's starting to get to that point.
the lines are blurred.
Yeah, the lines are extremely
Yeah.
bro.
Like even there's people that do acts of kindness and they record it.
That-
I don't like that.
Do you know what it is? I'm going to be
An
real
act
with you.
of kindness is an act of kindness.
I fully agree with
shouldn't be
you.
recorded, bro.
I fully agree with you. I
And
hate
that's the
that.
scariest thing where I live in a world where
It's disgusting.
people
Mr.
live for
Bro.
that.
Yeah, no.
Oh, record this. Here you go. Like they go to a homeless person. If you did that, bro, if it's someone, a random person that's recorded you doing that,
That's different.
I like that.
But that
When
tells a
it's
lot
Those
about your
contents,
character,
I
innit?
love those contents. But when it's you doing it, but another guy's recorded, like you're in on it together.
Let me
I
throw
don't
a
like that.
spanner in the work here because I fully agree with you, and that's exactly how I feel. Especially like being Muslim, I'm brought up, and we're all brought up to like give with your right hand so that your left hand don't even know.
Yeah,
Like,
Be
that's
so,
just-
be
it's an
so
act of
discreet
faith.
with your right hand and your left hand doesn't know.
Yeah, and that's how we was raised, right?
Yeah.
But on the flip to that, sometimes I feel like, you know, by recording it, as much as you shouldn't, you're raising awareness and other people are seeing it, which might lead for them
There
to
is
do it.
always
So
that
there
side
could be
to
a
it,
bit
yeah.
of positivity to come out of it because they might think, you know what, I should be doing that as well because they've seen it now. And I agree with you.
That.
You
I
should
hear
still.
where you're coming from. One.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I
more
just-
okay, but that's I'm gonna argue that one. That's more materialistic because if
But
people
if-
start, hear me out.
Yeah, go on,
people
sorry.
start doing that more, where they do it for the sake of the gram, they do it for the snap. Yeah, the lack of character that these people were building. These people, these are the youngsters doing it. They're building themselves to be fake, like doing things only because people see it. So those people are going to be end up running the world, or are going to be in charge of something.
Okay.
That's who is going to be leading us. So the money might work short term for those people and put money into their pocket.
Yeah.
But long term, the people doing it with the lack of character they have are going to be people that are pivotal in like what our kids are going to be up to. Do you
Yeah,
know what I'm
100. I agree with you, but let's just say the intentions are not pure. Cool. But if it actually benefits someone and it's changing their life and helping them,
No, there's some
is
cases
it such
where
a bad
actually
thing?
does.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
No,
is
there's
it?
some way it does. Wallah, I'm not
And
disputing
is it
that.
a bad thing?
I just find it uncomfortable to watch.
I know. I
The
same.
fact that
I
it
wouldn't.
is-
I personally wouldn't.
I think of it like this, yeah, like the homeless person. Can you just imagine what, like, obviously they're hungry
And seeing
they're
a
gonna
camera in your
They're gonna
face.
accept
Yeah.
the payment, the food, whatever it is. But there's a camera in my face, my nigga. You're humiliating me.
100%.
That's so ad.
I think
100%.
people have this
Get what
idea
I'm
that
saying.
homeless people and people that are like, you know, under the influence of drugs are people that don't have feelings.
Yeah.
So like you think that
Like
they don't
they're a rock.
react
Have
to
you
a
not-
camera being in
Yeah.
their face. Like if I put
Have
a
you
camera
not
in your
seen-
face now,
Yeah.
like sorry, if I put a camera in your face, you're my guy. If I put my face in that, you'll
You'd
have
feel
a reaction.
awkward, yeah.
You're
Yeah,
human. You'll have a reaction to whether it's a positive or negative. A homeless person might
Even
not be
more
able to
so
react because
someone that's a homeless person that's vulnerable.
But
Yeah.
when
You're putting
But
a
have you not
camera
seen
in their
those social
face.
experiments where sometimes they'll drop like a wad of money
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
they'll leave something behind and that person needs it the most. But he'll
And they
go
give it
and
back.
be like,
Yeah,
"Ah, here
facts.
you go," and they'll be like, oh, we're just testing.
I get disgusted about it because why are they even trying to test them, bro? That's why that's
Oh, yeah. No, you're facts. It's true. Yeah.
Bro, I watch that stuff. I fume
sick.
over it.
Yeah, yeah,
The
yeah.
idea of you know what?
It just, but I'm saying back to his point where
Go
them
on.
people, they're the nicest. More time, wallah, they're genuine. There's people. There's a lot of people that scam it. There's people. There's an art to it. Wallah, there's people. I see it every day, like at work. There's people that pretend to be certain
Oh,
things
it's
so that
organised
they-
crime
it's
as
an
well.
organised crime.
Yeah, there's-
but then
there's
there's
aspects
some
of it.
that are genuine, bro, and
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
genuinely clean-hearted people that's just got.
But Wes, you know,
Yeah,
I want
rough
to like go back to what you said. Yeah, you said like you're humiliating me, humiliating me.
Yeah.
You can't even say it.
Humiliating, yeah.
But you know, like I agree with you. Yeah, but what if they're doing it in a way where they're like, listen, this brother, like help him out if you see him. He's on this road. If you guys want to get in touch, come here, help him out. Like if they're creating awareness.
That I can understand if it's for that purpose. That I can understand.
Yeah.
Because then you're creating a platform. You're creating something
Yeah,
for that individual.
yeah.
Then other people can go in and all right, cool, support them. But there's the ones that are like,
Yeah, just here you go.
Here's that £3 meal. Here,
Yeah,
look,
yeah, yeah,
guys,
it's
you
true.
See, I've done my good deed and.
No,
fuck
that's
outta
true.
here.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just-
No, I agree. Yeah, you know, you're right. You're right.
You can
Take
call me
your
small,
fucking
like, call me
£3 meal.
small-minded. I just believe you should look after your village and not try to save the world. Like,
Well, they say charity starts at home.
Yeah, bro. Like,
That's what they
look
say,
after-
innit? That's what they
like,
say.
If we're gonna talk more about that the social experiment or people, you know, broadcasting their charity work, or whatever the hell they're trying to do, bro, just focus on your own family and your friends, bro. Like, get that sorted out first, then move on. Like, build that foundation where you're good in your community, then try branch out to other communities if that's something you really want to do. But the whole, I don't know, like, just bro, just bother, like, it bothers me a
If
lot.
you're gonna be kind and you're gonna do it,
Do
you
it.
don't need a.
You don't need
don't need to-
cameras, yeah, watching you. And
Like,
I,
there's a thing I've seen like recently on Instagram. There's a group of people in a car. They drive around, but they'll say something good about you, something positive.
Oh,
The guy does it. Oh, you look
that's- I
fantastic.
love those
Yeah, yeah,
videos.
yeah.
Bro, those videos.
I love that though.
wallahi,
Like
I've
that,
watched.
like-
I think over.
Yeah, they're the
many
best
of them
videos,
on
yeah,
their
they're the
page,
best
and wallahi,
videos.
makes me
But
so happy.
Yeah.
The thing with that is
I
you're
like
not-
that.
You're not
Man
punching
smiling at
down.
my screen and that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro, proper smiling.
Yeah.
Oh, you look so beautiful today, and that person's reaction is like
Genuine.
they're so shocked. They're
Yeah.
like,
Oh my God, thank you.
God,
Yeah.
I love anything to do.
I love
with
those type of content.
anything to do with the art of conversation on like public. People go to like Westfield, they go to a shopping center and they ask questions or they say something. That's fine because you're not kneeling down or trying to pick him up or put him down. You're literally
You're uplifting.
You're eye to eye with it.
Oh, you're uplifting.
and you're pushing him up.
Yeah, you're uplifting.
So that's fine.
I like those type of
Yeah,
content. Those type ones that make me smile.
The American guy, like the small white guy, and he just goes to random people. Hey man,
There's
you're
that
really
guy,
beautiful. Like,
There's that guy,
yeah.
and then there's a group of people. I think they're called Happy Something. I forgot what's name on Instagram. And they're in a car and they just drive around and
Give
they just
compliments,
give
yeah.
compliments. Oh, you look really beautiful today. Oh, you've got
And you
such
see
a
the
beautiful
reaction of that
smile.
person.
Yeah, have a
And
lovely
you see
day.
the genuine reaction of that person, and wallahi, it's so.
That'll
wholesome.
make their day.
They're genuinely over the moon,
Yeah.
and all it took was for one person just to say,
say something
"You
nice.
look beautiful today,"
And that's
and
the
they're flying.
that's the best side of social media.
I like
Yeah.
that. That I
Yeah.
absolutely love.
Then
it.
you've
I've
got
got
the-
time for that.
You've got the other side where we've all seen it, where you got a group of friends sitting there, dead. Then all of a sudden, hey, having the best time. The moment that phone goes down, they're like that again. They're not chatting to no one. You're thinking, why are you
I
doing
hate
that,
that
man?
culture. Hey,
No,
I
but why are
hate
you doing that? Like, you're not even having fun.
I know I might help you.
You're not
but
even having fun. And that's the other side of
Yeah.
social media, which I just think
You man might
oh,
do
it's
this. I'm
killing
not
us.
even trying to hit you, man. But I hate the idea of going to like a experience and you record it.
I'd do it. I'm
Hence why I
not
said it
gonna lie,
might
I'd do it.
because I think you might.
I'm
do
not
it.
ashamed
I
of
don't know
it.
if West.
But I don't record like okay if I'm
whole
at
thing.
a concert, I record this. I put up the song.
But you're missing out on the. Let's talk about this one because you're
But
missing
if-
out on the experience.
If I'm at somewhere, I will take a picture or record where I'm
I'll
at,
tell you why I do it.
and then enjoying the experience.
Go on, West.
I do it because I told you in it bare times I've got amnesia.
Yeah, no,
Man, don't even remember where
I
you
like
were.
this to go back home and watch it.
I
Like,
like to,
ooh,
nah, but what I be like, I'm not gonna lie to you. See them, Snapchat memories. But one thing I love about Snapchat is the memories, innit?
Yeah,
I'll
a
wake
year
up-
ago, a year
Smart,
ago
man.
today.
Right now, I've got so much that I
5
wake
years ago
up-
today.
Yeah, well, like 5 years
Shit,
ago
it's
today.
Mm-hmm.
Or even I'll send it to you,
And
like,
I'll
oh,
send,
remember
I'll
this?
send it to like him. I'll be like, oh, do you remember this time we were together and we
Yeah.
were at this place? So it's stuff like that I really like to watching it. So I'm still in the moment,
Yeah.
but then I'm in the moment 5 years later too.
Yeah, no, but you know what? I agree with
No,
both of you.
man.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm more sided with Evs. I like to enjoy it and watch it through my own eyes.
It's unnatural, like for us, man, to bring up because maybe for the youngsters it's different because they're attached to their phone like from birth because they grew up with the iPhone.
Yeah.
we didn't even we had Nokia 3310, so it's a bit different, isn't it? Yeah.
I don't know.
What you had Nokia? What did you have?
No, no.
I don't know what that is, Somalia.
That's not the point I was trying to make. Funny guy.
I don't know.
Funny guy.
I
Haha.
love you.
No, that's not the point I'm making.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yes, the younger generation have grown up with like the iPhone and that.
So it's easier, no?
No, I get that. But you have to also bear in mind, we've also, for like, I don't know when the iPhone even came out.
2007, I believe.
Okay,
Maybe it was the
2007.
first- I was first year
I was
co-
what, 16, 17, I think, something like that.
You're 17, I'm 16.
So you have to bear in mind, I'm a teenager. So I've grown up with it as well.
No, but your
Yeah.
formative years between year 7 to year 11, formative years.
Forget them years.
That's
man.
your
Them
biggest year.
man,
That's where
was-
the growth comes from.
Man, we're
Well,
lips
I-
in gallon.
Trying to.
Trying to, yeah.
This class is bad, you know.
Class is
No, but hold
mad.
on, hold on. But
You get what I'm saying?
But you've had a whole life up until 16, 17 without an iPhone and without your phone having to be. Bro, my phone would be on for like 4 days, no back. Cause what was I playing? Snake.
Snake, that was it.
Yeah.
And like the music beats you used to make.
Or you make,
But
you
at the
make a
same
ringtone.
time,
Ringtone, sorry.
at the same time, going back to what he's saying, we've got something our parents never had. We're able to document our life, and inshallah we get to live to old age. You get to look back and think, oh my days,
went there.
look at my youth. Like show your kids,
but I don't think you
hopefully your
forget-
grandkids. Whereas
he's
our parents
extreme.
don't have that documentation, bro.
He's saying he doesn't remember like stuff in
How many
general.
videos of your mum have you seen when she was
Nah, zero.
15,
zero,
60?
zero.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
not like-
Whereas we can do that for
we
our
have an
kids.
internet footprint.
We
have
can
an
do
internet
that.
footprint.
So
Yeah.
I've never seen my mum past a certain age because that's it. Like
No,
there's
there's
no
photos of-
Maybe
evidence.
pictures and that of.
Bro, even photos are rare
Even
these days,
photos are
bro.
rare, wallah.
Because they couldn't afford a
photos
camera,
are
so it's not like
I've got bare pictures in my yard. Like,
nah, bro. I've got
not,
a
not
few.
when she was young, but like of her and then like
Teen-
18.
Okay, but no, I don't have that many. I'll be
More of her
real.
being towards being an adult, but not like her as a kid.
No, I don't think I've ever seen a baby picture. Of my
I've seen
mum.
a baby kid of my mom. It's
So
hilarious.
that's the
I think I've
benefit
seen
with
one
us.
stuff,
The
like.
benefit of
Yeah, go on, bro.
like recording yourself in the moment in certain places is that, like you said, there's that footprint. You can share that experience with your children. Do you get what I'm saying to you?
But if someone
I
wants
just
to
want to
record it or
experience
not, I
something.
feel like it's just
You know,
genuinely
it's though.
up to
I
them.
like that. I like that art of storytelling though. Like you know, like the idea of I experienced it immersely, so I was in.
Yeah, you lived
Like
it.
this podcast now. Let's say we never recorded it and we never done audio. We just done this for the sake of us four. I could. There's no internet footprint, obviously, we don't do that. But if I tell my kid about it, my little boy, or if I tell my friends about it, bro, we had a hell of a time. Like we were chatting about this, that, and the third. While I'm telling them, because of the excitement, having the experience I felt with it, where it's just
The imagination he's
the
getting.
imagination he's
yeah,
getting,
it's vivid.
bro. It's beautiful, bro.
Yeah.
Like some stories
I
you
hear
hear.
that, but how about you could also tell him and then say, look,
Show him.
Okay, I'll give
different
you.
ballgame.
So you like some of the
Game
stories you
changer.
told me.
it's a different ballgame.
Some of the stories you told me, yeah, that obviously I wasn't there, for example, and there's no footage of it, bro. Some of them are the most hilarious
Yeah.
off-air conversations
Yeah,
I've
because you
had.
bring like life. Into
You know
it,
what? They're the
Because you
ones you say,
serious
I
thing, though.
wish I could see
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
But if you saw it, it wouldn't have had
It
the
would not
same
be the same.
impact.
Yeah,
Yeah,
life,
yeah,
right,
yeah.
yeah.
But the
true.
experience of how you told me, because you had a certain feeling towards it.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Nah, I hear where you're coming from.
like
wallah.
let's say now Drake 016 was like for me one of the, because I never went to it, but that's the first time I saw every person on my snap from northwest, west, south, east, everyone unanimously recording it from different angles. Is that watching a
me-
football
me-
game?
You was basically there.
I was there.
We
Like,
went
bro,
together.
Was that the year?
I think that was the year we went together.
But then I was,
February 17.
17. So
Me and
it
Izzy went
was.
together.
Great concert.
Oh, okay.
I went with Izzy
Yeah,
first,
yeah.
then we went.
That was banging, yeah.
That's okay, bro.
He was gonna let rip though.
He
was
was about to be
"Yo,
upset
hey,
about
what we
this.
doing
I was
here?"
like,
I was trying to
together, bro.
figure out what
okay.
year it was that
So
we
not
went.
016, 017, but it was the 016 run he had in it. Because like,
Yeah, 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 yeah,
016,
and I
but-
mean, yeah.
But I watched and I thought to myself, these one guy recorded like majority hours.
Literally,
it felt
yeah.
like hours of it. I'm like, but what
That
are you
I don't
really
agree
watching?
with. That I don't agree with. There's people
Even
that
taking
just
pictures of
record
your
the
food.
whole
I'm
thing.
hungry. I just want to eat my food.
I record, I post. If I do go to a concert, I will post the songs that I like and I'll post them.
Yeah.
on. So then when I go home,
You know
I'll
what? If you've watched the whole concert through your screen, then yeah, you flopped.
you're
You
done,
flopped.
then.
Like you didn't see the
Yeah,
shit. Like you
that I
flopped.
can't do. I
Yeah.
want to live in the moment, but there's certain big songs I want to record so that I can go back.
Yeah,
there
but you
and
only
be
need
like,
about 10, 15 seconds of that
and I
song.
only do 10 seconds.
Yeah, yeah, you
I'm
don't
not
need
doing the
the whole
entire
song, yeah,
That's
that's-
dead.
Even like
because then I'm
selfies-
not enjoying it.
Even like selfies with celebrities, like you know, I prefer hearing people tell me a story of how they met a celebrity or what they saw a celebrity doing.
Yeah.
But a selfie, we're like, what does this? What does a selfie do, bro?
You know
I found
what?
out I took a selfie with Thierry Henry once.
Okay, but
I couldn't say
no. There's exemptions though.
Yeah.
Some man,
well,
I got a selfie
like
with Teddy
Fergie-
Sheringham.
Well, like, I saw him walking towards me and he was swerving bare man.
Yeah.
He kept saying no to bare people. And I'm a Man United fan. I've admired him,
Yeah.
but I hated him when I was a kid.
He's hurt us bare times.
Like,
Yeah.
I saw him and all
When he
that
had
I
long
felt like
sleeves.
bro, I felt
Madness.
like an Arsenal fan when I saw him. I said, Thierry. I said, brother, can I get a picture? He said, of course, my brother, come here.
But I took a picture with
I
Wenger.
said, my guy.
Wenger.
Wenger, bro.
Yeah, but that's a legend.
No, there's so on a football thing.
Yeah.
Selfies. When I talk about selfies, there's exemption. There's Wenger, Fergie.
But then there's
the-
exceptions for other people.
There's
So
exceptions for other
what your exception may be is not someone else.
You know what? You're actually right.
Yeah, well, so
No,
You know
no,
what?
no,
I
no,
took a
wallahi,
photo.
wallahi, you're right.
I took a photo.
I take that all back. Actually,
Yeah.
spot on.
Shamak. Do you remember him? Shamak. Not because of his football ability.
he's Moroccan.
Was he in Beirut Lights?
No, in Dubai, innit? I see him in Dubai, yeah. It was eating and that. So
dead
I was
footballer.
eating. As he was leaving, I went, I said, yo, da. I was chatting to him, obviously Moroccan, innit? So he's like, he was just happy. I can't lie, he showed man love, innit? But how I did it, it wasn't, oh, can I take a photo? We was actually talking.
Yeah.
And then I said, bro, would you mind? Like, so, you know, like, we had about a 2-minute convo. So it didn't feel like just a transaction.
Transaction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So I took the photo. Then I was like, so you say, well, you on like later? Like, we said, bring man in kind of
Sorry.
thing. Yeah, no, he never brought man in. but in my head, I was
You
like,
tried
yeah,
it,
that's
you
mine,
tried,
bro.
you
I
tried.
tried it, bro.
You tried it.
I don't blame you.
Let me
wallah.
live
I can't even laugh. I got violated by Adebayo.
For
Violate.
Oh, swear.
Violate. Bro, he was in Terminal 3 in it, yeah? Bro, I don't like Adebayor in it, yeah, in general, because...
I don't think a lot of people do.
Bro, like, as a footballer, I never liked him anyhow. I've
Yeah.
never been a fan of him, but I did agree that 1 year for Arsenal, he was on smoke. When he was
Yeah.
in Fabregas. I'll never
Yeah.
deny that, but I just don't like the guy.
Yeah,
Bro,
he
I was
on
in
smoke.
Terminal 3 next to the Gucci store, and I was doing what we call patrol. So basically, I was walking around to the stores and swiping the ID to make sure they are who they say they are who they say they are. It's just a standard patrol in it, yeah. So before I started, I saw Adebayor coming through the World Duty Free. I looked at him. Oh, it's Adebayor. Yeah, cool. And I walked off. I don't fuck with. I don't like him, innit?
whatever,
Yeah, like,
innit?
I'm not that kind of guy anyhow.
Yeah.
Bro. Like I said, I got exemptions on Reeve. Like
Certain
Deadman.
I know what you
Certain
mean.
man on a level, yeah.
Bro, he walked past, he saw me, and that's it. I went to the Gucci store now. He's there. I've only gone in because my machine told me you need to go to the like this area here. So I said, let me just get the ID swipes here. As I'm going in, he went, no picture on the phone like that. Thinking I want to take a picture.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
And that
That would piss man
that
off.
had me.
Yeah.
The one guy I don't want to take a picture
Oh,
with
the
is like,
two-footed
he's thinking, he's like, and he's very tall.
You should have two-footed him there and then, bro.
Oh, bro. He
Hey.
went, but maybe my face, because Stephen Pienaar done the same thing to me as well.
For real.
Yeah, in Terminal 3 as well. Maybe it's my face. He's done the same thing.
face.
Yeah, definitely your face, bro. They
Done the same thing.
they
Literally,
just
man.
want to take a picture of
Yeah.
I don't want a picture, bro. I'm just trying to get in and get out.
Yeah,
bro.
man's
You wanted
at
a
work.
picture, that's
Yeah,
alright.
they're not rating
Yeah.
the thing, bro.
No, but I'm going to switch up a little bit because we've had a great conversation in regards to the perception of reality. What I want to ask you as a question is, what is the long-term impact for people that don't necessarily are their true selves because they're following trends, or they're doing stuff for the gram, or they're doing stuff because other people are doing it, or they're following Black Lives Matter, they don't even believe in it because they just think it's the thing to do, and I don't want to get... What do you think the long-term impact is that is for society and those people as a whole?
It's scary because it's... Where do you stand? You may be just doing something for the sake of doing it because it's what society is telling you or whatever.
It's a trend.
And maybe also you want validation from other people, and it's like I saw a quote the other day. They said, we love ourselves more than any other person, but we value someone else's opinion more than our own.
That's sick.
That's deep. I
You-
saw
you
that.
wrad that down? You did
I
write that
definitely
down.
did write
Yeah,
that
yeah.
down. Yeah, I said, but
Is
I
that
saw
ever going to
that.
come up, by the way?
Pardon?
Side note, is that ever going to come out? Your list of quotes?
Maybe we'll
Yeah.
see. If
Now
the
going
people,
back
if
to
the
it,
people
let me-
want it, we'll
We've
do
been
it.
waiting.
Let me
But
throw it
Wallah,
out.
it's such a beautiful quote because there's no one on this earth you love more than yourself.
Yeah.
But there's also, you want validation from other people. You value people's opinion. We're all obsessed to hear what this person thinks of me or that person thinks of me. So when you're on social media, you do
Some more than others.
No,
Yeah,
some
yeah,
way
yeah,
more
yeah.
than others. There's some people that don't care.
Yeah.
Wallah, there's a lot of people that genuinely don't care, but the vast majority of people, especially in the whole social media aspect of things, is other people's opinions matter so much.
Yeah, yeah.
So if I'm doing certain things, let me look like I'm hip or I'm with it or I'm cool and I'm following the trend or whatever, whatnot. So I feel like it's a scary place because people don't. A lot of people are doing things just for the sake of doing things, and it goes back to what I was saying. If you don't stand for nothing or if you don't believe in nothing,
You fall for
then,
nothing.
well, yeah, you're gonna fall for everything, bro.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're gonna bend at every opportunity because you can't pick and choose where you want to dive. And for some people, bro, it could take you a while before you get to know what you stand for. It's not something. Some people know where they stand with certain things, and some people they build that in time. Like it comes with age, it comes with maturity, it comes with life, bro. But don't pick and choose. If you're gonna believe in something, stand firm and stand by that. Don't bend at
And
every
stand by
opportunity.
it when no one's watching.
Facts, yeah.
When it's just you and your colleague and he says something outlandish,
Be accounted
check him.
for it. Yeah, check him,
him.
like, we
Say,
doing,
bro,
bro?"
nah, don't say
I
that
like
around
that.
me. Don't say
Yeah.
that around me, bro. I don't.
What
that-
does it
'cause
look like in 10 years, though? Like 5 to 10 years.
I think it's scary.
We're in a place now where the idea of Trump or someone like that, I won't go into that, but like people like that being in power 10 years ago didn't make sense. The idea of iPhones, watching Netflix on it 15 years ago, watching your football on it made no sense.
Bro, do you
The
know what I
world's
saw
growing.
the other day?
Yeah.
I saw I was at work and I saw a brother come through with a bag full of DVDs. Like a bag full of
Yeah.
DVD.
Wallah, I stopped to I said, bro, I haven't
I used to love them, man. Wallah, I used to, I used to go to the barber shop for no reason.
The
just to
barber shop,
get it.
yeah, get the fade and the,
and then boom,
and the
you take it.
DVD.
But
Yeah.
Wallah, when I saw that, I said to the guy, I said, bro, I haven't seen this in time. And he said, I'm on my way to sell it, mate. He said, do you want one? I'll give you a couple for free. I said, brother,
I don't have a DVD player.
Big man.
Still got one, you
I don't
know.
need that one.
He's
like.
old school, though.
It's old school,
Yeah,
bro,
I
but it
rate
brought
that.
back so much memories,
Yeah,
bro.
I rate
Like,
that.
But the reason I asked you that question was them DVDs were lit.
Oh,
Remember,
it's
remember Def
unbelievable,
Comedy
bro.
Jam?
Yeah, that's how it got him.
Oh,
On
Everyone,
my
Unbelievable.
estate, because it was my sister and her age group that had the deaf shop. So
People
they
are
used to.
thinking these guys are going off topic. I'm well, sorry, guys, but
Yeah.
sometimes we're like that.
Nah,
You know?
bro, it's a conversation, bro. There ain't no structure to this to any extent. But what I'm saying was that they had it. So what it was, all of the people in my sister's age group had a brother that was my brethren. So it's like two different generations.
Yeah.
Each man would call each other, who's got it now? We need to steal it off from there.
Yeah.
I love how everything just got passed down. So it'll be in one person's
Yeah.
yard, next
go
is in
to
your
another,
yard, then it'll come back to my
Yeah.
yard.
I got
Oh,
it.
what are you done with
Yeah.
it? Nah, let me borrow it, bro. Please, I need to watch it with my
Yeah,
family.
facts.
And
Yeah,
it's
those
I got
Yeah.
it last because my house is like the last on the estate to go through. It started from New Side, then it ended up where I live is a square. So
But
like
then
the end of it.
you got lucky because the last person always kept it.
Oh, I
not
had it.
true. I like it.
I had
I
it.
like it. They have it the longest.
Yeah, you
I
had
had
it the
for time,
longest.
bro.
It's yours,
I
bro.
don't know where it went after that, but I had
But,
it for time. But no, what I was saying was in terms of
Impact.
the impact of it.
Yeah.
It's like, bro, mental health goes down.
I was gonna say
because
that
if
now,
people aren't, and like the good thing about, like, you know, there's good and bad with everything. Social media, like I said, is prevalent. It's the fact that mental health has been made aware. But I think people obviously are using it as I personally believe a lot of people use it as a fashion trend to say, I'm going through this, I'm going through that for numbers. I'm talking about like on social media. Some people that really suffer from it don't have the direction or the vehicle to push how they feel.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? So if they live in a world where everyone's lit, everyone's perfect, everyone's beautiful, everyone's like got everything
Yeah.
they need, they'll find it hard to speak up. They're like, bro, I can't be
Yeah.
what these men are on.
I can't reach them.
I can't reach that level. So that lack of character that people
The
do, it
insecurities grow in it.
yeah, and it affects everyone else.
Yeah.
It's a trickle down effect where people will find it harder to speak up because, like, even our podcast, let's be honest with us, we don't think this is the biggest thing in the world, but some people generally think we're lit.
Yeah.
Like, in terms of the conversations we have back, like, these men are going upwards.
And we appreciate it all.
Well, I thanks.
Well, I-
But it's- we appreciate lovers.
No, but jokes
You're right.
aside, yeah, I hear you, I hear you.
The perception of
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
but the reality of it is this is like something we do, but it's not like we're not celebrities or anything.
Of course,
like that.
far
People
from it.
view you as something bigger than what you are.
Yeah.
So if people
Yeah,
are
well,
doing
actually,
that-
because I was walking home one day, the other day. I think it was me.
Someone else for a photo.
No, what the hell? Don't do that. I'd have a heart attack. Wallahi. Wallahi, I'd have a heart attack.
I'm joking.
I saw one guy in it, so it was me, Abdullahi, you know, Lahi that was with us that other episode.
Lahi, yeah,
Lahi, yeah.
come on, yeah.
So me, Lahi, and one of my friends, we were just walking back from training, and my brother just started screaming, "Yo, yo!" So I thought he saw Lahi. So I'm hiding. Imagine I'm hiding. I'm thinking, yeah, definitely not me. So I carry on talking to my friend, and he says to Lahi, he goes, "Yo, blah, blah, blah." Then he looked behind him. Then he just started shouting and showed me so much love. Bro, I
Wait,
crumbled.
do you know the brother?
And I've never seen in my
Oh,
life. I
that's-
panicked.
yeah,
you see me?
yeah, that's
I was
banging
like,
now.
oh, thank you
That's
so much,
love,
bro.
yeah, that's
I
love.
said, thank you so much. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
yeah,
I think I said thank you 100 times. And I ran. I said, bro.
Yeah.
I said, have a good evening. God
That's
bless.
how it is.
Take
But you know
care.
what it is?
Oh, like, it was so wholesome. Like, I
In
felt
fact-
like it was so beautiful to see. But I don't know. I was just like, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
I kept doing this. I was like, thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. He said, bro, I love you, man. I said, thank you, brother. I said, thank you,
ran.
brother. I ran. Well, I can't. Like that
Legend.
drink after
Nah, he's a
party
legend,
part
he's a
two,
legend.
well, I
He's
say,
a
I'm
legend,
out.
What were you
mashallah.
gonna say? Because
That's
you,
the running theme. You just run, yeah.
Oh, well, I ran.
what were you gonna say? You
No, I was just gonna
mental
say
health.
like the impact, that, like you were saying, obviously, like in 10 years and that. I think
or even yeah, for 10, 5, sure, whatever.
people that are going to become more subconscious. You know, like obviously already. I think Instagram's kind of clocked on because we've seen where they've changed the
The likes.
likes and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, people are doing things for likes.
Bro, you can buy likes, bro. That's crazy. Like,
That's mad.
Yeah.
buying
Buy-
likes.
buy
But
views.
also,
Yeah,
it
like,
goes
who
to
cares,
like,
man?
Even like little, bro, people like an 11-year-old girl or a 10-year-old boy is living for likes.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah, that's
scary
mad. It's a
because
scary
now
place.
that 10-year-old can't have a childhood. But when you was 10 and 11, when we were like 12, 13, life was about running around, getting the
Getting,
most,
getting hurt,
getting
injured.
hurt, getting
Yeah.
falling over, whatever.
If you ain't got
whatnot, bro.
scars, yeah,
You never had a
good
yeah,
childhood.
dead childhood.
If you
boy.
need it, mash up.
Yeah, if your
Imagine
knees ain't
you're
match up,
a 13-year-old girl or 12-year-old girl and you're buying makeup to then post a picture.
Yeah, for
Bro,
like.
that's scary.
Yeah.
that is, yeah,
At
facts.
13, 12,
It's
11,
stability.
It's
bro, you
too
shouldn't
early
be
for
thinking
them.
about
It's too-
makeup at that age.
Or
Be-
even
that's what I
makeup.
personally think. Wallahi,
No, it's deeper than that.
be a
You're
kid.
right. You're right. You're
Like,
right.
allow that child
Yeah.
to be a child. And then when they turn like, obviously when they get to 16, 17, whatever, maybe 15, cool. Then that's when you're becoming like, you're growing into that.
A young woman,
a
yeah.
young woman. But when you're like under the age of 13, be a kid. It's
You're not-
scary
you're
when I
not-
see
you're not
little
meant to be who you
12-year-olds
are.
like
I was just
on the
gonna-
road
I was just
with
gonna
their
say
parents with
the-
their makeup on.
I was just gonna say, so like the impact is obviously long term. Obviously, the younger generation, if nothing's done about like the social media and how it is at the moment, if things
How it's
continue-
monitored and
how it's
managed,
monitored at
yeah.
the moment and managed, what's gonna happen is those youngsters are gonna grow up in hella subconscious,
Yeah.
and then it's just their mental health won't grow. So like later on when they become adults, they're just gonna be unstable. mentally. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying to you. So it's a problem. And I hopefully them they solve it or get a solution because obviously
It's
for
hard
us
because when money talks, that's the problem with it now.
Money talks
There's
and
too
bullshit
much
walks.
money. Like where do people?
That's what they say, bro.
Yeah. Look at these people that like gamers that do the ninja, like these Fortnite.
Yeah, the e-gamers and all them guys.
Yeah, like bro, that's a thing now. Do you remember
That's a
the
legitimate
yeah.
income, bro.
esport, innit?
Yeah,
Bro,
esport,
majority
yeah.
of people
Man, them
that-
used to play a game for hours and we never made it.
Bro, the way I
I
battered
remember
Street
the
Fighter.
days, I don't know if you remember.
Hadouken! I was battering.
Remember the PlayStation when he used to
said it
have
perfectly as well.
Hadouken!
when he used to have a memory card.
Oh,
Oh.
Bro, the
used to
amount of
steal
times
people's
I
memory
ran my
card,
mum's
bro.
electricity because
Yeah.
I used to leave the game on overnight because I never had a
can I
memory card.
pause you? Can I pause you for a
Wallahi,
second?
bro, I
Crash
used to leave the
Bandicoot and them
game on
things.
overnight and there'll be
Metal
times
Gear
where my mum will
Solid.
come into the room when I was with you and turn
Turn
it
it
off.
off.
Can you
And
play what memory card
wallahi,
is?
it felt like I wanted to cry.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah.
Can
know that
you
meme?
explain for
With that
our young
Arthur
viewers
and
what
that
a
memory
memory
card
card
Yeah,
is?
wallahi, that
Man,
burning.
Can you explain for our viewers what a memory card is, the younger viewers?
Please.
A memory card is where it's a little thing that you plug into the game, and then you get to save where
It's like
you
an
was
SD
in that
card.
game. Basically,
It's like
I
an
don't know
SD
what
card
the
now.
equivalent of it is now. I don't know. Can you do
like
that now?
No,
Yeah,
it's inside of the.
Now it's
But can you save the actual where you exactly were in the game?
This is how you
don't
do
know.
it.
Yeah, no, there was
I don't know, I don't
there was
play- I don't
checkpoints.
play
I don't know
PlayStation,
either.
bro.
I
You
don't
had
know
to
either.
reach certain checkpoints depending on the game.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and when
And
we
then
were-
once you
it.
get to that
Save it.
Is that the same
game,
now?
No, but
Nah,
now like
I
the
don't-
memory,
it's all
the
internal,
memory
bro.
is bigger now.
Yeah, but our memory could only withstand.
Yeah, but now the
Bro,
memory is
you
bigger.
remember how they said like we've divulged, but
I used
I
to
love
borrow
this
a
today,
man's
yeah.
memory card, be like, bro, please, bro, let me borrow your memory card.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Where I
Is
am
it
at this
ju-
game.
And you
I'll be
used to
running
get the
around
fake
up and
ones.
down my estate, wallahi.
We used to get the fake ones, not fake ones, but like the ones that weren't actually from the brand.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
all the
because
time.
they had
yeah.
the biggest ones, didn't it?
Yeah, they were the
but they were
ones.
corrupt though. Like you'd end up getting those ones that you lose
It was
bare.
worth the risk.
Wallahi, bro, I used to
It was
run
worth
that
the risk.
electricity bill like a madman. And my
Yeah,
mum used to
yeah,
be
yeah.
like, what the hell are you doing? I used to be like, mum, I need it. Please don't do it.
Bro,
But it's
I don't even
like
want to
it was
show my age here, but I'm from the generation where you to the game.
Oh, yeah.
Sega Mega Drive. Sega Mega Drive.
ain't working.
Yeah.
And then put it back in.
Bro, I'm
Bro,
from that era,
Or you
bro.
bring out the CD when they got to the
Give me a
PlayStation.
little-
You did
yeah,
this.
bro. I'm from
Forget that,
that
I'll
forget
generation.
take mum's
so-
party and just use it.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you
Trust
remember the
me.
magazine that used to come with that demo every month with the latest
Oh,
games
yeah,
coming
yeah.
out?
What's
Like
that magazine called again?
97, was it like a number?
I can't remember one. Like,
But it had
like,
that
we've
latest
gone heavily off topic.
Yeah,
Sorry,
for real. We
guys.
went from social injustice to
to childhood memories.
But back, okay, let's go back into
Yeah,
it.
let's
though,
go
yeah? The issue with what you were saying that I'm fully with is when we were kids, we didn't have to worry about who we were going to become.
Yeah.
That comes with
That's
Yeah.
really what it comes with. Like,
Yeah.
it was a case of you're gonna figure that out because even in high school there was little boxes. There was the nerds, the geeks, the cool kids, the goths you want to call them. There was little boxes, and you would kind of go.
You know where you're going.
And
You'll
if you don't know where you're going, you kind of go through the transitions between them.
Yeah,
So there's
yeah.
certain man that used to act a bit too hood, but deep that they weren't really on the road life. So they might just chill back and just be like the regular guy, like the guy's not really on nothing. But he's from the end. Then if you're a geek, you're like, you know, I don't really want to do books all day. I want to party. Then they move across. But then because you've gone through all of that, this is only for people who don't really have that road to know who they are. But it was easier. Now a kid's coming at 11 and they've seen a million different 11-year-olds. One's made £1 million. The other one's unbelievable at gaming.
Yeah.
There's a 50-year-old. Like how many times do you see a 50-year-old girl getting like
Yeah.
harassed by grown men? And it's the biggest news thing. Like
kids just can't be kids no more.
they're
Bro,
not kids
listen.
no more, bro.
having options is always a good thing, but having too much options
Is a bad thing.
Is a bad thing. And
It
when
overstimulates
when we
you,
grew up,
bro.
we only had maybe 3-4 role models that we could have looked up to.
Yeah.
They were either road men, a father figure, or someone doing well, like an older uncle, older brother.
Yeah.
That's all we had. You pick one. Whereas now with social media, they can choose from anyone and anything. Like you said, from
fountain.
gamers to footballers
much
to
choice, you're
celebrities.
spot on.
Too much choice. And I feel like
YouTubers, whatever.
where it's so much, they get bamboozled and then you think, huh? Like they don't know what to do.
know.
Yeah.
And then they grow up going through life, and then by the time you hit like and being an adult, you don't even know what like
pick
you believe
one,
in, what
they
you
pick
stand
one
for.
because it's trending, and then
Or
they
you follow
grow
it
up
for-
and they're like, no, this ain't even me.
You follow it for the wrong reasons, and then you
yeah.
think, oh, you know what? I actually agree with that, but now it's too late. Not too late.
What did that go back on? What Sharp said? You can't fall back on your foundations of principles.
Yeah.
You haven't got it
Because
to
you
start
haven't
with.
built any.
Was it Sharp? Moral compass.
Your moral compass. He does this. He goes,
Yeah,
moral
that's
compass.
his thing.
Yeah, like that. Oh, too much.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll ask you something because I don't want to sound like the old men that basically ramble on and complain about the younger generation.
Nah,
Speak for
Well,
yourself.
no, I don't want to sound like that. What I want to ask you is the flip side of it. What
I'm
is
young.
the things that you like about the younger generation or what
They're
you see
fearless.
today? Oof.
They're
Talk
very
more about that, bro.
fearless. Like,
Fearless,
They
facts.
do not care. If they'll speak their mind about a lot of things. They'll go
Fearless.
after what they want to do. You know, like this.
They're braver.
They're brave, bro.
Yeah,
The
and
young
then a lot more
generation now,
savvier than we
A
were.
lot more savvier.
Yeah.
It took us a while. But
Yeah.
them, they're just with it.
We
from
already
the
got there
jump.
now. I swear.
Yeah, well, like they're with
Yeah.
it from the
We're
jump,
trying to
and
catch
they're
up.
brave, man. Like they're very. They're just cutthroat. They don't.
Do you have like hope in it? Because when you say fearless, that's literally the word I wanted to use. Because I think of like they don't give a flying monkeys about what anyone say that's gonna do it, and that's good in a certain sense because you end up seeing more and trying more and experiencing more, and you kind of mold who you are a little bit. So long as you have them foundations in place, so good family background,
that's
minimum.
important.
That's the important.
But the fearlessness, like that, what do you think about that in terms of like where they're taking it now?
I think it depends on how
The creat-
you use that fearlessness, innit?
I'm talking maybe creatively, because we've seen so much creatively people being fearless. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say in terms of a question?
No.
So you see how they?
I don't know.
No, be honest.
There was. I looked around.
Yeah.
the thing and
No,
thought,
I think I know what you're
No,
saying.
I'll try to repeat it.
I want to hear it.
Because I'll try to repeat it. Like, you know, them being fearless. Yeah, where do you think it takes us creatively? Like in terms of the music that you might listen to,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
the art
You
that
know-
you might like, or even like the comedy that you might.
I think without that fearlessness, we wouldn't want to have things like would there be a Chunks?
yeah,
Yeah.
Would there
Yeah.
be a Nico? You know, these people that think, you know what, I'm gonna get laughed
Going
at,
out
but I'm
there.
going for it. I'm putting
yeah.
myself out there.
the pranks that they do and all that stuff.
Yeah, and then obviously now look what they've become. Like, mashallah, they've achieved so much and achieved greatness as well. Not just, do you know what I mean? Regardless of what
And that's come
Facts.
from them putting themselves out there.
out
and
there,
being like,
fearless.
not, yeah,
I
fearless.
wear clothes off people by generation. We don't do stuff.
If we had that same, if YouTube was around when we was in year 7, I don't think many people would have done it. Like, are you mad? I'm not gonna be bait.
There was only
Da-da-da.
happy slaps back then, bro.
And Happy Slap was if you only certain phones, you get me the
Good to see that. That was the
yeah,
most evil
well that
shit in the
Nokia
world, bro,
teardrop.
like. Yeah, wallahi.
That thing, if you saw that
Oh, the leaf,
teardrop come out,
Nokia leaf,
either slap or get slapped.
bro.
How can she slap?
How can she slap?
How can she slap me?
But anyway, but
No, but they are feeling even like even like go back to what Izzy said, like the Chuck said, but even people as little things as like certain videographers, you know, some man can bring to life
yeah,
something like they'll record just this the cups
And
and,
make
this
it
and
look
that, and they will make
sensational,
it look
yeah.
like unbelievable. Like you watch it,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm watching a movie. I'll be like, oh my god, wow. Like there's
And
one
that's
guy
what-
that's
that's what, like,
playing
little
one of our
YouTube
Hilltop
clips.
games, innit? Like created by Ibra. If you don't want to check him out on Instagram, like his videos are wicked.
Say the name again. What's it?
Created by Ibra.
Okay, cool.
What he did is he recorded little snippets of the game. So I didn't know he did this, bro. There was moments in the game where he recorded a man, like, as mad as it sounded, he recorded a man was doing a shoelace. He recorded the referees walking
with a
by.
camera phone or an actual.
With this, bro.
Yeah.
When he put it together, when I saw the
Unbelievable.
clip
I
of
know
it
you're talking about
after,
now. When you said the shoelaces.
bro,
Yeah.
I sat down at a yard. I said, how?
Cinematography,
Bro, I
innit?
said,
Yeah.
how? He made something that I would see every day on a day to
Yeah.
day.
Make it
Every
look
Saturday I see
amazing.
that.
Look
He made it look
amazing.
unbelievable. I messaged him and said, bro, this is unbelievable. Everything about it was beautiful. We were doing
Yeah.
a team
There
talk.
was a-
We were doing a team talk. He threw his phone in the middle. I was thinking, what's this guy doing? You know, I was doing the team talk, but in mind I'm thinking, why is there a phone there?
Yeah.
After the game, I saw how everything panned out.
Yeah.
I said, this guy's
He's got
a genius.
vision, innit?
And
I
that's
said, but that creative
hidden
genius is
vision.
mad,
That's the
wallah.
word.
Yeah.
Because
Vision,
he
bro.
tried it. He's fearless.
Nah,
with
bro,
it,
he's
yeah.
fearless. He
Iniesta
just went out and
thing.
said, how much man will do that? He just came and did this and he started walking around and he's fearless with it. He'll walk around and put a camera in someone's face. He don't know the referee. He's never seen the referee. He's doing this to the
It
referee.
goes back to what you said, though. Us as a generation, we're just not. We weren't ready to put ourselves out.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
We were so closed off.
Man, we're weird like that.
The
How many
younger
man-
generation now are just fearless, bro.
Bro,
I love that about them.
Our
They'll
thing
try it,
was-
and even if it don't work out for them, they'll go.
The worst thing that could
try
have
their
happened to
hand out
us was
something
going viral.
Yeah.
Now, the best thing that can happen to you is going viral.
Yeah,
It's mad, innit?
Bro, it's
Yeah,
mad.
you don't want to be in the wrong end of the stick.
You do
Them
not
kind of
want to go viral, bro.
And the worst thing, it wasn't even viral because like there wasn't a capacity to be viral. It was either you was on the actual news,
Just known in your
or in
school.
the end, or in the end, you
Or-
know for
or-
something.
Yeah,
on
be known.
Twitter.
Oh,
Like
there's
how
a-
many times did you find someone, maybe it's just me subconsciously, like someone that says I want to be a rapper now or whatever, and he's found them weird, or like they say I'm doing comedy now because it was like
It's a bit harsh, man. It's sitting right here.
You
bow, bow, bow.
Like, what?
you weren't ready for that.
When you drop in the mixtape,
It's coming soon, bro.
No, but they're going against the grain.
I'm waiting on it. I'm waiting on my
hey,
producer.
mixtape coming soon.
I'm waiting on the feature.
But what I was trying to say is they go against the grain of like just being normal.
Yeah,
now
yeah,
they want to
yeah.
do something crazy. Like, what are you doing, bro? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Whether they're good or bad at it, but it's actually we should have rated it more than that because of that. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, now facts.
But I got a
Big
question
facts.
for you, man.
Go on.
There's one last question before we wrap up. I thought
Go on.
Right.
Let's hear it.
Give me a second to make sure I get it right. So I don't want
Mm,
It's
yeah.
not a
Come
mad
out.
thing. I got some new questions for us. Don't worry, it's not a mad thing.
Hey.
If you had to start a business today, what would it be? Your dream business. It's nice. So it's nice, light, and soft. Go on.
What, anywhere in the world or?
Well, no, wherever you want. There's you.
Anything in the world.
No, wherever you
My
want.
dream business.
Yeah. What would you? No. What could you realistically believe you could do within your current skill set?
Nah.
I don't know. I've never thought.
Man said within your current skill set. Now, 1 second, I've got to
Or
upskill
were you able
myself.
to learn,
Lie on my CV.
upgrade?
I'd like to start an academy, a football academy.
Shops Academy.
Don't know.
Sharp Skills Academy.
No, that's it. No. But I'd like to do something along those words, along those.
Stay
lines.
sharp.
Yeah. Stay sharp.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah,
Can I have it, bro? It's yours,
Thank you.
my
Man.
guy.
I like that, man. I think
But I'd
that
like
suits
to
you to
do
a T
something like
still.
that. So yeah, inshallah.
Okay. I don't know. I haven't actually given it any thought.
I got out of that one.
Yeah, you go. Yeah,
that
yeah.
one.
I'm shocked. I am shocked. Well, I'm shocked that you came out.
Thank you, bro.
Proud of you, bro.
Yeah, thank you.
I don't know, bro.
Take your time,
Yeah,
boys.
no,
It's all right. You know.
He's good
You
now.
know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
We got all day. I personally don't know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never really thought about that.
Yeah, I've always thought about starting businesses.
That I've always wanted to start a restaurant. I can't lie. Like open up a restaurant. I can't lie. That that I would probably say. But I was trying to think outside the box.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah.
But
restaurant suits you, bro.
one of my ambitions has always been to open up a restaurant.
That's mine too. Still,
That's lovely. Well,
I wanted to open up
make it easy for you.
a restaurant
Amen.
in terms of theme.
I mean,
I wanted a tech style restaurant. So like Somali food, but with the futuristic twist on it. So in my head, my vision was imagine a Somali without war.
Don't give out our vision, man.
Huh?
Don't give out our vision.
I probably would do it though. A vision like a Somali that we didn't have civil war.
So how would that look like?
So how would it look like?
Yeah.
It's like you know how they say Wakanda in Black Panther.
yeah.
Is if
have
we
you not
never
seen
been
pictures of it on
enslaved.
YouTube and that and videos
What?
of Somalia like before?
No, but he's saying like in the
I'm saying
cuisine
this- no, in-
Oh,
like, imagine
okay,
we
as a theme. Yeah, yeah.
Imagine we wasn't a third world
Sorry,
country.
mate. More there.
That's all right. It's early in the morning. Don't worry.
Yeah, guys, wallahi, it's way too early in the morning.
No,
fam.
what I was saying that imagine we didn't go through that and we carried on progressing and we weren't a third world country. How would our restaurants look like? I would like that idea of it added to my own take on modernism and kind of have that. That's what I always liked in a restaurant, or even like a small cafe, not even something big, like not like Savannah or Village, like something cute and small.
So what we're saying, partners, 51% me and 50% you.
5150.
Sorry, 49.
Wallahi, that is.
That flop,
Hey.
that flop.
Yeah, don't worry. Hey, it's early. Don't worry.
It's not getting cut out.
Wallahi,
What you
that's
saying?
early.
Yeah, it's early. Yeah.
51,
Hey,
49.
you
You
would
got
be
what I
the-
meant in
I'm
it.
dropping
Wow.
business. You
Hey,
know that for fact.
Wow.
You'd be the deadest swindler.
Wow.
Dead
wallahi,
swindler.
horrible.
You'd be the deadest swindler. You'd be paying
that
them.
one I
You'd be
fucked up.
paying them money.
You got what I meant in it.
Nah.
No, bro, that
Hey,
dropped the
beat
ball
the
there.
swindler.
Yeah, wallahi.
You're a restaurant.
I'm definitely not a
We're
swindler.
restaurant. You're a football academy.
Football academy.
I honestly don't know, and I've been trying to think. I swear to you, like I've always thought of little businesses that could run, that could like work. But you're saying my dream business. I don't know. I really don't know.
Any ambition, anything?
I've always thought of little things, but
But that,
Still a
you,
dream.
haven't- you don't know yet.
no,
then.
but it's not like a. I'm trying to think like of a passion, like something that I would. Is the question something you would do that's not motivated by just money, like me trying to make money, or is
It's a
it?
passion project more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't really know about a passion
It's making
project.
money,
Yeah, but that can
whatever.
come after. It's not a thing where you should know now.
I hear-
Some people come.
100%, yeah. But I've always felt like one thing I do know about me, like how like I'll never get into something if there's no passion in it, because I feel like if I'm only doing it for money, then it's not gonna work, or it's not gonna last. One or the other.
Yeah.
I've always felt like that, which is probably why I haven't started anything yet, because I haven't found anything that I'm fully passionate about. Even this thing, remember, like I wasn't on it really. Like, remember when you lot pitched it to me, I wasn't really on it.
It's because of us, man. Like,
I'm
dealing with the
literally,
man,
I'm here 'cause
I'm
of you,
still
man.
not on it, bro. I'm just like,
I was gonna call it sick.
That's
Big
how
baby.
everyone is like, it's
Dragged
good.
it.
Sick, bro. But
bro.
no, but
Obviously,
obviously,
don't let me off.
yeah.
Of course.
You're lucky
But-
it was better, not me, bro. We would have had a fight, bro.
Wallahi,
But the
billah.
flip side is,
Yeah.
it wasn't a passion then. Now I actually really enjoy it. So maybe just by trying it, you develop that
never
passion
know.
for
In
it.
your
So
life,
you,
you got to try certain
Yeah.
things to know whether you like it.
Yeah.
Or not. Do you get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So
but I don't know. Next episode, I'll have an answer for you. But right now,
hope
yeah,
so.
right now I can't really think of anything.
Oh, you're right, by the way, about the what's that thing you made me do?
No, the
Words of affirmation.
Word affirmation.
Yeah.
But a little bit different.
my bro. You know what? Round of applause for my brother.
No, don't do that.
Yeah,
No.
The fact that
Wow.
you tried it,
No,
I respect it.
I try everything.
My
though.
brother,
If you tell me to
love.
do something, like if you man know me, I'm a Jew.
My
I'll
brother.
Can you watch Resurrection Ethical, please?
No,
watched it
wait,
already,
before we
though.
get onto that,
You know,
go
you
on.
watched one episode,
You watched.
but
he
And
didn't
we
even
spoke
finish it.
about it.
No,
So what
wait,
are we doing
wait.
here?
I want to hear. So, what was your experience?
No, I said so. I tried. What I stopped doing, I reversed it. I said
Yeah.
instead of saying negative stuff or making myself like try humble myself by saying I'm not good at this or I'm not really great at that. I stopped doing that. I just spoke about it. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like instead of having, so I minus all the negative words out.
Did you feel better about yourself,
More confident, a little bit of confidence,
bro? So there you go, man.
I love
little
that.
bit.
Yeah, I love
So
that,
I'll
bro.
give you that.
And I love that you tried it, man.
I give my
Love.
flowers in a Jew.
And if you can try Resurrection Ethical, please. Like, I appreciate that as well.
No.
Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
impossible. What I will say more importantly is my brother. Wrap it up, please.
Guys,
And don't forget the notification bell.
Nah, obviously he's covered the notification bell, but obviously no notification. Slap that. Don't even touch that. Slap. That.
Slap it.
Thank you very much for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe. We out.
Appreciate you. Take care.